right, what's going on, guys? It's Josh here. It's been a long time. I missed you all. I was actually getting kind of bored. I had a lot to do today in the last coming months, man. We haven't had a pledge class. I've gotten different houses we purchased, multiple houses, couple cars, couple random things we've been doing. Been growing the real estate stuff. We've been focusing on that, but like anybody who knows me, I've been trading every single day, and that's actually what I'm going to talk about today. Is kind of my biggest, I guess, advice for trading. The best stock advice tip I could give for 2018 is control your emotions. I know that sounds so cliche, but I'll even tell you what kind of inspired me to do this. Besides, I missed you guys. I want to hear from you too. So you guys, before I even get into this too, man, make sure you guys give me some ideas. So that's if I run out of ideas, man, you guys, I go ghost and I get really busy. So, but no, I'm gonna try to get posting on these. So make sure you guys even turn on the post notifications. But what I want to get into with this trading stuff is controlling your emotions for 18. And now one that has to do with the market itself. 2018 has been a wild ride. Here's 2018, here's the start of 18, and it brings up something that Warren Buffett would even say, here's the start of 2018 and look at where the end is. It's been 6 months and we've done pretty much nothing. We're at the same spot. You've seen a lot of ups, some melt ups, some drop downs, going back up. And, I'm sure this is really confusing for traders. I've been doing extremely well. And, I've seen a lot of traders do well. And what I was talking to one of my buddies, Evan. Shout out to Evan. This is my guy. He owns a financial planning, financial advisory firm. Very, very smart guy. He vibes with me on the whole traditional investing aspect, but also, this is a guy who trades options. He's very different than industry standards per se. He gets his returns. He does great. And, we were talking about stuff with Amazon. I was explaining to him some of my option strategies, showing him some tricks. He was showing me some stuff as well. And what he told me that I really liked, he was saying how, when it comes down to Amazon, he puts good till close orders on Amazon at like $1,500. So if at any time, he pulls up Amazon, what happens is if Amazon ever comes down, hits $1,500, this mark right here, kind of where it was at the wow, dang, Amazon went up a lot in 2018. The SPY does not reflect that, huh? But he says at 1,500 and like 1,200 or something, he has good till cancel orders. They're in there every day, and he says it's at 1,500 so that it's based on what price he wants to buy it at, and it's just unemotional, so he's not thinking of any emotions when it comes down to purchasing it. It just happens. So he said, even if I'm not watching it, the market drops a couple hundred points. Like today was down 328, almost 500 points at today. Today's June 25th, and he was even saying how it was just for him, it just takes out the emotions. He's a really good investor, when it comes down to investing in these stocks. He's buying shares, of course, but even, and I told him that's going to be a little different with options just because you want to wait, when prices change in options, it's different. But I think the same concept apply. Control your emotions. It's an unemotional decision. He's getting into it. Now, why I say that, again, the market's been kind of up and down, and we're coming into an important part, and that's why I even wanted to make this video for you guys, get you guys, make sure you're there. But it's just like this is just one, if you guys watch any of my videos, what I teach. Get, treat this like real business. That's what it is, straight up business. And that's something that that comes into business in all aspects. Don't get emotional when purchasing a vehicle. Don't get emotional when purchasing a home. When we do a lot of real estate, when we flip our houses, we try to make it aesthetically pleasing so that the family that wants to move in when we're flipping it, they want something that's going to be, wow, they could feel themselves in the home. They imagine it's just such an emotional purchase. Same thing with cars. You guys go look at my story I just posted. My brother's like, oh, he saw another Model X parked to our Model X. He took a picture. He's like, oh, let's get another one. They look so cool. All of that stuff's emotional. And you guys want to make sure that you are able to go about your financial decisions, especially trading, something which is way more emotional than all of those, because it's, it has the mixes of gambling, the releases of dopamine, all sorts of stuff, when you're trading. And just control your emotions. And I guess the tip it's going to lead me to also, this is why I always say paper trade, paper trade, paper trade. I know you guys are like, all right, Josh, we get it. I've done that. No, I have to learn from experience. No, it's better if I get it. And I feel you guys on that. But what I do still, I stand by it. Trade, man. If you could learn to trade with paper trading, yeah, it's going to be less emotional. See how you do with that, but try to get in the habit of trading paper trade, paper trade, paper trade, and then slowly ease into real trading, but treat it like a paper trade. I know that I get that's a double-edged sword right there, giving you guys that advice. I don't want you guys to get all crazy and do some of the stuff, but hopefully you could take the underlying concept there of reduce your emotions, and I'm saying that too. We're coming into an important part. Again, just look at the SPY, look at what the overall market's done. You're seeing market go up with Donald Trump from 2018. You're seeing emerging markets, and that's something I'll leave you guys to check out emerging markets, and that'll tell you some stories of what's going on here with the market. I'm setting up for a lot of things, both up and down, but that's one thing too to make sure I don't slip up and get ahead of myself or lose money when I shouldn't is by not getting emotional. Simple as that, and controlling your emotionals. And I guess my biggest advice too is start with either paper trading if you're already trading. I guess the next piece of advice is have the plan, execute the plan, and that's it. The best thing to do, write out your plan before and after, write it before you get in the trade, write why you got into it, and go from there and execute in a fashion where you're sticking to the piece of paper where you wrote that stock, where you wrote your plan before you were in the stock, before it went up 100%, before it went down 50%, or the option, because stocks really don't do that as much. But you have to control emotion. I recommend you guys be very, self-reflecting at this moment to see, hey, maybe I have been, when you're in, see if your trades, are you getting emotional? Are you revenge trading? Are you going back and forth if you're playing it? Are you getting excited? Do you get really excited when you win? Do you get really down when you lose? Those are all emotions, and you got to control it if you want to be successful at anything, and that's where it comes down to me. I've had success because I think I control my emotions as well. Do I have my moments? Of course. I get really excited sometimes, when I'm trading, but that's where I know I need to kind of control myself. And sometimes I'll get pretty bummed out. But that's, it's funny because I'm so less emotional when it comes to buying real estate. I just know the numbers. I have a plan. I put it on paper, and that's it. I just go through it. Something bad happens, I get a little bummed out. I bought a property, and I found out there was like a leak in it, and that sucked. I had to readjust my plan, but it didn't change the plan. The overall plan. It's not like I was freaking out and I was in over my head and I had to bail out of it. So the same thing applies here. I know stocks and real estate are different. I am going to make a video talking about that. I saw a cool video. Someone tagged me in on Instagram and they said give a response. So shout out to that guy. But I guess I'll keep this quick. I'll keep it short and sweet. Halfway through 2018, I guess this is my best advice because, I've been relaxed. I've been very relaxed and I've done very well just because I don't have people watching me trade. I don't have the pressure of tweeting stuff out, putting videos, nothing. And it's just been, it's so much of a breeze. And, I've been, I'm not, and that's, I guess it relates to the thing, I'm waking up, I'm trading every morning, but I'm not like waiting there at 6:30 waiting for and that's where I guess, trading for income and stuff like that could hinder you guys. What I'm saying, I'm not saying don't do it, do whatever you want, but at the same time, make sure you're not putting yourself in a position to get emotional. And, being on there, the more hours you're spending in front of it, if you could control your emotions, great. And that's why, again, I recommend the paper trading. So hopefully you guys take this advice. If you have any questions on what's going on with the stock market right now, anything, I'll make time for those. I am going to start posting these videos again. I know I say that a lot, but I actually have some I'm going to put out. I'm coming into the summer season. We're about to put all the houses we've been working on for sale. And now I get to kick it for the most part and take my summer, and it's going to be very enjoyable. I'm really excited. And if you guys have any questions, comment them below. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, all that mumbo jumbo. And I love you guys. So I'm really happy I got to make this video. Let me know what you guys think. Stay in school.